Roti Telur Finance.
What is up guys, my name is Dean and welcome to the Roti Telur Finance. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to buy stocks and invest in Malaysia. I'm going to be breaking down this video into 3 simple steps on how you guys can buy your first stock. So the first step in buying your first stock is basically opening a brokerage account. A brokerage account, also known as a CDS account, is a place where you're going to be putting money into so that you can buy your stock. A CDS account stands for Central Depository System. It's a place or electronic safe box that allows you to buy and store your shares within the system. A CDS account also records and keeps all your past transactions of any stocks that you purchase or sell. So there are 2 types of CDS account, a direct CDS account and a nominee CDS account. A direct CDS account is an account where shares are bought on your own personal name. A nominee CDS account, however, is a CDS account where broker or other parties acts as a nominee for the shares that you purchase. I'll always recommend opening a direct CDS account with your brokerage, mainly for 2 reasons. 1, it's because you have full ownership of the shares that you have bought. And 2, if the shares that you own pays you dividends, it will usually take the right amount of time for the dividend to come in your account as per the payday. Whereas for the nominee CDS account, it will usually take an extra day or 2 for the dividend to come in your account. Alright, now that you know what type of CDS account you're going to be opening, it's time to head to the nearest brokerage to open your first CDS account. I personally opened my direct CDS account with Maybank Equity Investment Center. I chose Maybank as my brokerage because of 2 reasons. One of which is that Maybank is a large and reputable bank here in Malaysia. And when I'm investing a large sum of money, I want to make sure the place I'm putting my money into is safe and secure. The second reason why I choose Maybank as my brokerage is because that you can link your savings account with your investment account, meaning that you can transfer money from your personal savings into your investment account so that you can buy shares. This makes transferring money from your personal account to your investment account with very little effort. The nice thing about using your banks as your brokerage is that it keeps all transactions under one roof. Also, Maybank isn't the only bank that offers a brokerage service. There are other banks out there. You can head out to Bursa's official website to check out the list of companies and banks which offers a brokerage service. So the fees we trading with Maybank is basically 0.1% or 8 ringgit, whichever is higher, per transaction by the way. Once you've opened your CDS account, it's time to move on to step 2, which is knowing your investment strategy. There are 2 types of strategies when it involves buying and selling stocks. One is trading, and second, long-term investing. The first is trading. Trading simply means buying and selling shares in a very short period of time. Trading usually takes more risk, mainly because you can make a lot of money or lose a lot of money in a very short period of time. Traders usually use technical analysis when choosing and picking a stock which they want to buy and sell. Some of these analyses include looking at candles, graphs, and even volumes of shares being traded at. The second type of investment strategy is basically the long-term investment strategy. It's personally my favorite way of investing, and I've been investing using this method for the past 5 years. This type of strategy involves you using fundamental analysis, which simply means studying the stock or the company as a business. Some of the things that you'll be looking into when doing this analysis are cash flow statements, income statements, and balance sheet. I personally use both of these analyses when buying and picking my stocks. Fundamental analysis to know which company is suitable for me to invest in, and also technical analysis to know what price I'm going to be buying it at. So the last step in order for you to buy your first stock is to know what type of stocks that you're going to buy. A simple way to know what type of stocks that you want to buy is basically to know what sector that you want to buy a stock from. Here are a few examples of sectors which I personally like to invest in: energy, construction, utilities, healthcare, financials, consumer staple sector, and my personal favorite, REITs, which means real estate investment trusts. Each industries and sectors comes with its own strengths and weaknesses. For example, in the financial services sectors such as banks, they are very sensitive and heavily dependent on loans, as interest incomes are the main source of revenue for banks. So if people were to start defaulting their loans, also known as NPL, which stands for non-performing loans, the revenue in banks will be heavily reduced. Also, things like OPR card, which stands for overnight policy rate, will also affect the interest income for banks. So my advice to you guys when buying your stock, when investing into the market, is basically investing into stocks or businesses that you are familiar with. Make sure you know how the company makes its revenue and also what is the profit dependent on. These are 2 very important things to know when investing long term for a company. So I really hope you guys found this video useful and can start buying your first share in a company in Malaysia. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to reply them as fast as possible. Also, one more thing, hit that like button down below and hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.